Just take the seat, man. Ah, fucking hell.
Welcome back to Luke and Lewis. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, the cord's just on the thing.
Cord was stuck.
Why is it so...
Oh. Lewis isn't here.
Oh, I can hear ourselves. Try now.
What?
What?
Huh?
I could hear us out of the speaker.
Guys, welcome back to the podcast. Lewis isn't here. Everything's falling apart, including my chair. Joining me, I have Keehlan.
Hello.
In the co-host seat. And third-time guest, Blake Pavey. And in our studio audience, intern Tyler. Thank you so much for coming in to be in the studio audience today, Tyler. How does it feel?
Savannah, pretty good.
Great.
Nice.
Keehlan, hey.
Hey.
Sorry, Blake, and we'll get to you. And I appreciate you being here. And you know that I love you, brother.
Thanks,
all right? He has really coarse hands. Something I found out last night. We started holding hands backstage because we're a bit cute. And he's got rural hands. He's a country boy, and you've got country hands.
Yeah, we went to the bathroom, and as I was wanking him off, he was like, "Blakey, what's with the coarse hands, brother?"
Yeah. I've never received such a coarse blowjob.
Yeah.
Oh, hand job.
Sorry,
This
got confused
episode's
with all the actions.
gone mad.
Dude, this microphone arm is cool.
For audio listeners, the microphone has just fallen out of its socket.
Yeah. You know, I usually have this other thing further back, but I don't want to fuck up Blakey's mic.
all right,
This
brother.
episode's
Great.
off to a flyer.
Yeah.
We checked this before.
That's all right. I like to personally treat podcasts like the ocean. We wade in, we see how it feels.
Yeah.
So far, a bit cold.
I have a little story about masturbating and coarse hands.
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Is this time you got hand on the beach?
No.
Oh, we're not. We're not supposed to bring that up on the podcast. Sorry, guys. Bit of an off-air one that slipped in.
No, when I was in America, people would shake my hands, and one day at lunchtime at school, everyone accused me of like using moisturizer when I jacked off because I had such soft hands. But I have a foreskin, so I don't do that. I don't use moisturizer.
Yeah, right.
And I've just never worked labor before. That's why my hands are so soft.
Yeah, I have soft hands too.
I got really soft hand.
But people accuse you of it.
Yeah.
I think most people who don't do a trade have soft hands.
That's what I also said.
Because that's what shocked me about your hands. You don't seem like a guy that would have rough hands.
No, you did ask me if I performed any labour.
Yeah.
And up to this point, I haven't. Other than just like carrying this fucking tour on my back.
Oh. Yeah, but that explains your course back, brother. All right? At least make your jokes make sense. Yeah, so Blake has been joining me on the Cheers to That tour, crushing the opening, absolutely destroying. You know what makes me furious is Blake's just started stand-up. And 6 years ago, I was nowhere near as funny as you are now. And that sucks. You know, because you were saying before the show, you know, last time we come on, like, you know, you've just started stand-up, Blake, you know, prepare to be a bit shit, you know.
And up until this point, that hasn't fucking happened yet.
Oh my God.
Bombing, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure that's just something Russia does. Not Blakey boy, hey.
Let's go.
Yeah, Blake just made it through to the Raw National Final, which is like a big open mic comedy competition. The biggest comedy competition in the country, I guess.
Yep.
There's only one competition, but it's the biggest.
Yep.
And that you're performing at the town hall
Yes.
for like 2,000 people.
Yeah, I think
That's
so.
pretty
I
cool.
think, yeah, should be good.
And it's on the ABC.
It will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is interesting because one joke does rely on me saying the words "cunts fucked." And I got an email from Raw about 3 days ago saying, "Hey, brother, maybe don't fucking use that word on national
I
television."
like that they put you through to the grand final and then they're like, but also everything that you said to get you here, scrap it and just like talk about your feelings because this is the ABC.
What, as comedians, what's the etiquette on that? How do you feel about that?
Well, that's... I like
Is
to
it
say,
live?
like, that's why I don't do TV. I've never been
So then they can
asked. Yeah, I would say I've had other comedians have a problem with it. I know Amos, he said on this podcast once, or maybe it was off camera, I'm not sure, but he did that comedy up late thing and they sent him a list of words he could and couldn't say and he's like, asked the other comedians and they didn't do it for them. So when he's like, nah, fuck it, I'm not doing it. So he just like didn't do the spot.
I think you did say that on the pod.
Yeah.
You did, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I would just do it. If you want to be on TV, you got to do their rules. We did it on radio. Like we weren't allowed to swear on radio.
Yeah.
It's part of the thing. If you want to be on their platform, you got to play by the rules.
But it's the punchline of your joke. So surely they
Yeah.
could just censor it.
Yeah, well, it's not live or anything, so surely they can.
I also
it
think
out.
they want a bit of a nice image because Raw is one of those things where a lot of people in the crowd are just family and friends of people
Yeah.
who are in the competition, and they probably don't want that being broadcasted. Just some white bloke up there going, "Cunts fucks," and then everyone just go, "Yeah." I don't think that's what they want to be their competition.
No, but it's interesting that they've never really put in an internet person before, which I think's weird.
Yeah, but you're terminally
I'm
ill.
terminally ill.
So
I got the crutch.
yeah. You're so great at comedy.
Yeah.
I think you should win. And that's off me saying none of the other contestants' material. But Blake's set is really good. It's
Yeah.
very strong.
No, I'm very happy with it.
Yeah.
It's going to be shit to have to burn it on national television, but
Oh, yeah, you're going to do all the best stuff. That's right, man.
But also-
no one watches the
Yeah,
ABC.
exactly.
Yeah,
That really counts as a burning.
my dad will be like, dude, Blakey Boy set was sick, and that's it. He'd be like, I saw it on iView.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He would be like, and then I just checked out the last 4 episodes of Gardening Australia.
How far did you get into Raw?
State final. But I didn't deserve it. Yeah, I didn't deserve it.
What
to
about
make it through.
Lewis? How far did he get?
Semis. Semi-finals. I know. The half chub of finals.
What age range is it? Because I know nothing about Raw.
There's been anyone from like 19 to about 35 from what I've seen.
You should you should go into Raw again.
You're not well, technically, I could have done it the second year, but the rule is like I was already touring when I was doing it. Like, because I started comedy 2015. You Don't Know Me tour was 2017. So then there's a rule where if you've made over $500 in comedy, I mean, you shouldn't, like, you know what I mean? No one should be in it.
Yeah.
Everyone's,
Is that really a rule?
that's one of the
Yeah.
rules.
But I started.
But I
when
don't, if the ABC's watching, I do not pay Blake to open for me.
No, but like I can still do it because I did my heat
When you entered,
when
you
I
hadn't made over $500.
No,
Yeah.
not even close.
Nice.
I think I'd done like that. Like my first Raw set was like maybe 4 gigs in.
Yeah, you're like, I work on the Triple M street team. Does that count?
No, but there's so many like people who just like think they can just get up and do it. Like in the first heat, they like get us sort of like sit around that big.
Dude, that's comedy.
Yeah, they get us to all sit around this like big table at the first heat, and they're like, "Okay, guys, no racist material, no sexist material, no homophobia."
40% of the people just
and there's
leave.
like, but and there's like a 45-year-old bloke behind me, and I just hear him go,
He's just sweating profusely. Like, well, there goes
And then
4.5 minutes.
and then I hear like I see him put his hand up from behind me, and he's like, "What's this thing about non-homophobic material?" And then they're like, "Just don't do it, brother." And he's like, "That actually doesn't work for me."
Imagine if he's like, define homophobic. And you're like, man, if you have to ask, probably not good. Yeah, there's a bit of a vibe about that at when you start especially comedy.
Yeah.
Because I think people see like Dave Chappelle and Ricky Gervais and they go, I'm an edgelord. I go on Reddit, and then they just put that onto the stage.
Yeah.
Now, Keehlan, we need to address this.
Yes.
How dare you come in, drip the fuck out like you are,
How good are my
without
shoes?
even warning anyone? He comes
Yeah.
in with these VHS Jordans. For audio listeners, these are truly the dopest shoes I've ever
And
seen.
I'm wearing socks from Parliament House.
Okay, less cool.
I'm so annoyed because I came in with actual Jordans that I spent way too much money on, and he's fucking.
Yeah.
How much did you snag those for?
Don't remember. I bought them one night in Hobart really late at night.
Yeah, was that when you were on that Uber Eats? No Rent Keehlan was fascinating.
I'm on no rent again. My lease just ended. I'm not paying any
it's
rent.
Gonna be
Oh, God,
when
that's
Keehlan
awesome.
doesn't have to put aside, whatever, $300, $400 a week. It's crazy where the money goes.
Yeah.
And the money goes into VHS Jordans and a lot of
Wiggles jumper as well.
yeah.
Copped it.
Was that from the show?
Yeah.
That's actually awesome.
Yeah, it's sick. I paid $80 for it. Really
Yeah.
good.
It's kind of cool that you're like in Lewis's chair, and
Dripping out.
unfortunately for Lewis, he's never been that dripped out before.
The reason
That was the one episode where he wore the Scooby-Doo top
Yeah.
that you bought him.
Yeah.
So
I'm a fashion god. But I bought these shoes. My feet were too fat for them. And I've lost like a couple kilos since, so now I can actually fit in them.
Hang on, when you lose,
I didn't know
mate,
you could lose weight in your feet.
does it go off your feet?
Yeah, you can.
You shredding those cankles, brother.
Dude, that's awesome. What's this mysterious cankle
You're
seeking
just at the
diet?
gym like,
Well, I just lost, and now I can fit in them quite comfortably. Very
you
good.
look good.
you're looking good.
Yeah.
I thought it was like the shoes and the jumper, but maybe it's like, I'm like,
It's just my shred.
all that lack of ankle weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it easier to walk?
I don't know.
I know what? I actually noticed that Keehlan doesn't walk anymore. He just glides across the floor.
He's
crazy.
hovering.
Dude, imagine if these had fucking roller
Usually you
skates
go
in
to
the bottom.
someone like, man, you're glowing today. And you're like, dude, you're levitating. That's awesome.
That's supernatural of you.
Now, can I just say I'm embarrassed to bring up this next piece of content. It's not even a content. It's a part of my life.
Hang on, you didn't compliment my shoes.
Do you know what, brother? There's actually a fucking reason for that.
Damn.
That's awesome.
Damn.
Nah, just kidding, bro. I do like the colorway.
What?
The colorway. That's a bit of shoe.
That's a
lingo for ya.
sneakerhead term for the color variant of a specific silhouette of shoe.
Yeah, I don't wear shoes.
Thank God our
usually wear,
studio audience is here to explain shoe terminology.
I usually just wear runners.
Yeah, I'm on the Bok train still.
Nice.
Which kind of brings me to my next bit of news for the team.
Oh, excellent. Go.
You know that I'm a man who gets excited when they purchase a new variant of shoe/footwear.
Yeah.
And often
Yeah.
Luke's new shoes is quite a highlight, career highlight. Every shoe I've bought has been newsworthy.
Well, when something happens only once a millennium, you need to celebrate it.
Yeah, well, recently people have been commenting it's been happening a bit more. These aren't even that old. Because I only got on the Bok train probably late last year.
Oh, Reebok. I was like, what the fuck is a Bok?
Yeah.
The Reebok.
Sorry, mate. It's just shoe lingo that I made up. I was really excited to come in today and announce that I have new shoes. However, under the circumstances of Keehlan looking fire as hell, can I please postpone the reveal to next week?
Yes.
But here's the thing. I've been postponing this reveal. It's been 4 weeks now.
Oh, yeah.
2 weeks I forgot. Last week I bought them in and then we were snowed under with content.
Yeah.
So we didn't get
Yeah.
to it. I've worn them once on stage. I specifically asked the guy at the Comics Lounge not to take photos of me because I don't want to spoil the fact that I have new kicks. I've gone something a little bit different, a little bit exciting, but under the circumstances of you guys wearing your Jordans and your shoes being the coolest shit I've ever seen, I feel humiliated and embarrassed that I thought it would be received
Can
well.
I pose a question to you, Luke? Has the ship sailed and they are now no longer new shoes? Because it sounds like you've already kind of toured them around the world. Have you lost your chance now, mate?
Damn.
Hang on.
Have you worn them while we've been performing?
Everyone close your eyes.
All right, we have to close our eyes. But for the listeners, Luke has exited. He's returned. Oh, good Lord.
Okay.
I have my eyes open.
I'm feeling them. Was that boost?
I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Okay.
Damn, boys, who's ready to be severely fucking underwhelmed?
I've just felt them. They're not hot off the press.
No. Are they at least lukewarm?
They're lukewarm.
Oh, fuck.
Not the temperature. Because my name.
Yeah. Jesus.
I've first time I've ever entered the high top game.
Mate, they are white Vans high tops.
Do you like them?
They're white Vans skate highs with the green stripe down the side. I'm so on board.
Oh, you like them? I love them. Yes. What about you?
Bruh.
How come? Is this an old thing? Am I
don't know. No,
Because you're a young, hip 20-year-old. Does this not pass the vibe check?
look, they're fine. It's just not something I would personally go with.
But what do you reckon for me?
I feel like they'd be fine.
I skated a year and a half ago.
Well, I actually didn't take into account that you're a bit of a skater boy.
Yeah.
And I didn't take that into consideration.
I think they're a win.
Thank
Nice, excellent.
you. Like he just feels bad for playing the fart. Yeah. So what do we reckon?
Yeah, take
guys.
it.
Let's do a vote in the sound off section. Yay or nay on the new shoes for audio listeners? They're white Vans high tops with kind of a green old school stripe.
What?
down them.
Right now you're wearing the green Ganda jumper. It actually would work with the fit almost perfectly right now if you were to don them.
I can put them on while you guys
Yeah,
continue.
can we get
the
a shoe
flow.
swap? Can we get a-
Hang on before I start lacing
Sure.
up shoes because again high tops. It's going to take me 45 minutes. Do you guys believe in yourselves that the conversation is going to flow without me?
Dude, me and Blake, our chemistry off the charts.
Okay, great. Well, let's see how that goes. I will start. Commence Luke putting on his new shoes and commence seamless conversation.
Good set the other night.
Dead air. Dead air. Dead air.
Oh, I think we've gone off air.
The siren's going off, guys. Be careful.
Can you just put in radio static for this part?
Thank you for your compliment.
I like the joke about the one that ends with
For audio
time.
listeners,
So do
Keehlan
I.
and Blake are very awkwardly conversing.
Dude, actually, really cool. Bought new VHSs the other day.
This is
I
hurting me
bought
to watch.
Elmo and Grouchland for $1.
I'm going to be honest. I actually don't know what Elmo and Grouchland is.
And you know what's awesome? Hey, that's the fourth time Keelan's told me that.
We
And
were-
here's his other thing that he drops. He bought 2 of them, so now he has the world's biggest Elmo and Grouchland collection, which is not a brag.
Blake, what was your year of birth?
I'm a 2002 baby.
So Elmo and Grouchland is actually 3 years older than Blake.
Damn. Bro, 2002.
Yeah, I
Nice.
wasn't familiar. You guys were talking about it.
So you don't
air.
remember where you were for 9/11?
No, actually, I do. I was actually developing in my mother's
your
womb.
Dad's bowls.
No, mother's womb.
Oh, you'd
I'd
gone.
been.
You'd already made
conceived
the
at that
trip.
point. Paulie Pavey had already pumped
Pumped to that little
pumped
Pavey
me
out.
in there.
Disgusting. He loves it, the big fella.
Speaking of your mum,
That's why they call him the big fella.
speaking of your mum,
Yep.
how do you feel about me being your dad?
It's been
Because it's certainly on the way. Look at this point, and Paulie's a great man,
He is.
and I would hate, because I am not a chef, so I hate cutting lunch. But
Good call.
your mum flirts with me on the reg.
Doesn't she ever?
Let's just put it out there.
She does. She and it started from my very first appearance on the podcast all those years ago.
Which I wasn't familiar with at the time.
No, I did keep it under the rug, mostly for to keep Paulie's, his
ego
intact, yeah.
I suppose.
because that's a very intimidating thing.
So
for
what
for a young-
happened?
Basically, well, nothing really. I think she's just developed a bit of a crush on you over the past couple of years that and it has just been amplified by the tour,
I checked. She's only human. So
isn't she? She
that sounded horny. I didn't check. I
Yeah, she checked. What do you mean? you
checked for a
checked?
pulse.
Yeah,
For
okay.
example, she does get she gets like giddy when I talk about you. Like we were,
This is true.
I forget, we were driving back from where were we?
Was this one where she called her in the drive-through?
No,
There's been a few.
There've been a few incidents on the tour, but basically I can't remember where we were driving, but it was post you having COVID, and you go through your message requests of you saying you've got COVID, and there lies right in the DMs is
Yep.
Joe Pavey, and she's like, "Hope you're okay,
XX."
And then I take a video of you, and you read that, and you're like, "Better now, Joey." I show mum that when I get home, like 5 days later. I show her that video. You say, "Better now, Joey," and she went, "Oh."
So good. And then she had a big win on the pokies.
She did.
We were after the Madura show. We were going through the drive-through Mac. Got a late night call up from Joe in the car, which is always a treat.
Yeah,
and she was very excited about her big win.
She did. She won about $6,000 on the pokies.
That's huge.
Yeah. It was huge. It has never happened to her before.
Oh, they're designed not to pay out.
Exactly.
So I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Insane.
And she was very excited. Then I think the conversation kind of, as it often does, it gravitates towards obviously this whatever, I'm not sure what to call it, a romance. It's past a summer fling because it's autumn. You know, it's almost a year round. Is it a crush?
I think it constitutes as a crush.
Yeah,
And
I'm just caught in this
because
whirlwind.
you did actually leave my mother on delivered for about 3 weeks after you had COVID.
Mate, I gotta play hard to get, and also I'm in a relationship.
Yeah,
So is Joe.
But you know what I find quite a shock is I've met both of the Pavey parents, and Paulie's a bit of a silver fox. So
I was gonna say, I was like, God, she's got good taste.
oh god, he's a good looking rooster. Is this a matter of having steak for dinner every night sometimes gets a little bit boring, or
maybe, man, maybe.
Yeah, because I think she came off the first pod we did and went, oh, what's that pod? What did you say? Who's the shorter one?
Yeah, she did.
who's the shorter one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I go, oh, that's Luke. And then Mum goes, he's a little bit cute, isn't he?
And it's something that I like to remind Blake of every day.
She's going to fucking hate that I'm exposing her right now.
Yeah, but love is love.
But honestly,
you know?
babe, stop trying to fuck my boss. Honestly.
Yeah, at this point, it's becoming a HR issue.
Yeah, isn't it?
But that's right. It's only a HR issue if you hate it. So,
Yeah,
which
you know
I
what
so,
that stands for?
yeah,
Hating rhetoric. That's what it is.
yes.
Those shoes look great.
Actually,
I'm a
Yeah.
lover of them.
Yeah.
They go quite well with the fit, I must say.
oh
So-
my God, I'm so excited.
Did you come in dressed up as a joke?
Wait, what?
I thought what you were wearing this morning when you came in was like for the show.
No, definitely.
What was he wearing?
He was like wearing glasses and the vest.
Oh,
and
you know
everything.
what? You kind of looked very Hollywood. You walked in.
I did.
Hold the coffee.
Yeah, yeah.
Now the glasses. Right. Walk in, and then pretend you're more hungover than you are. Probably.
That was the vibe actually.
I thought you were doing like a Dalia bit where you're coming.
I did walk
all
in with the
arrogant.
glasses as a bit of a giggle to like get the boys up and about for the potty.
You got me.
But the vest was just a choice for weather reasons, really.
Can we actually get you to stand up and show off the back of the vest as well?
Huh? No, these are my glasses, man.
I wore them for 8.5 hours in the car the other day because I.
No, you wore the other ones.
Oh no, I wore the Elton John ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blakey, can we get you to stand up and give us a bit of a drip tour to the camera? Because I just want the people to see what's on the back of the vest here.
For audio listeners, he's got the blue puffer vest, the
And
jeans,
on the back,
some
Damn.
Converse. You're looking straight out of Fitzroy, but also like
yeah, he's got
don't
the
know.
Fox 101.9
Yeah, you've got
embossed official merchandise on the back there.
My favorite. Dude, you know Channel 7 now sell merch?
dude. Do you know how much that doesn't matter?
No, it's cool. And I want to kind of like, I love the idea of walking around wearing a jacket that
Yeah.
says Channel 7.
You know how we walked into the Tamworth Information Centre at the Golden Guitar and I said out loud, who the hell is buying Tamworth Monopoly?
Yeah, this guy.
This man. The only guy excited for like commercial merch.
Yeah. Oh, man. When I was in America, I got a lot of America stories today, but every single restaurant you go to, every small business has their own merch.
Yeah, you were just cleaning up.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Every single day I'd wear a new merch shirt. to
Meg has
school.
an In and Out t-shirt. She's like, got this in. Mate, what a great question.
bit mainstream.
Yeah, a bit mainstream.
I want some like random Philly cheesesteak restaurant.
Yeah,
We've
okay.
got some, there's like in America, there's a Forrest Gump themed restaurant called Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Where is that?
It's in New York. The one we went to was in Times Square, and we copped a bit of merch from there that just says Bubba Gump Shrimp on it.
Is that a specific independent food merch, or is that a Forrest Gump merch? Would
That's
you classify
Forrest
it?
Gump merch because it's like Bubba Gump.
Yeah.
Like, because the
So that kind of has nothing to do with what we're talking about, does it, Blake?
Yeah.
It's commercial
No,
merch,
no,
though.
I get
guys,
you, but that's
speaking of, like,
mainstream. That's
small
Times Square
business
stuff.
merch.
That's mainstream.
LukeKidgel.com. Cheers to that. Cheers to hat. That's the slogan. Now
we should cut here for an ad break.
fine. I'm happy to do it.
Should we?
Cut now, cut. Ah, you know what I was just thinking?
What are you thinking?
I don't want to shop for underwear anymore. I'm
I
done.
don't want to show off underwear. That makes me want to cry.
No, shop. Shop for underwear because you don't have to with Nobby underwear because it's a subscription underwear
I'm
service.
crying from excitement.
It comes straight to your door, $20 a month, and you get a free pair of funky undies. There's the Space Donuts. What have I got on today? I've got the, I don't know, some kind of just like monster, river monster in my pants. Not the first time bloody people decided some form of Loch Ness.
Whoa!
It's looking good.
They call me Pack and Keehlan. Oh, sorry. They call me Pack and Keehlan because I'm packing that ass.
Yes.
You look dummy thick.
And they come in a completely environmentally free pack.
Yeah.
Speaking of packing, and if you want to save money,
That's
use
where
our
I was going
code
with that, sorry.
SOUNDOFF. SOUNDOFF to get $5 off your first
$5
pair.
off your first order. Nobby.com.au.
You nailed it, mate. But I love the hesitation. Nobby.com.au. Experience the power in your pants. Oh, my balls are smooth. Ask me why. Ask
Why
me
your balls
why.
smooth? Why your balls
Because
smooth?
I use the Lawnmower 4.0, which you can get at manscaped.com.au/soundoff. And
Well,
then if
can I guess what you get?
yeah, what?
20% off and free shipping.
How did you know that? Do you listen to our podcast regularly?
Dude, and it's a good deal.
It is a good deal. You can get the Lawnmower 4.0. It's the best ball trimmer in the game. Have you seen a tennis ball?
Have?
It's furry, isn't it?
Yep.
Have you seen a ping pong ball?
Oh, yeah.
That's like mine. Way smaller and way more smooth.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know anything about tennis balls because mine are also smooth.
Yes. A couple of baseballs here. A couple of softballs, if you will. Very soft because they're smooth and not disheveled or musty.
What else do they have? They have the little nose hair trimmer.
Yep.
I use one of them.
Yep.
So great.
They also come with ball deodorant in case you got whiffy nuts.
What's that smell? Not my balls.
What's that smell? Ooh, Keehlan's balls. Anyway, that was inappropriate. He's my employee. Use our code, our custom link, manscaped.com/soundoff, and you get 20% off and free shipping. Thanks for Manscaped for sponsoring the episode.
My arms,
and
all nice
Keehlan
and smooth.
shaves his arms. Yeah, this was the worst. We thought we had this huge sound problem at the venue. Like, man, there's a bit of fuzz. Like, Luke, can you talk in that mic again? And then I talk, and everyone's like, nah, man, it's just the noise that comes out of your face, hey.
Yeah.
Like, it's just you projecting
'cause
sounds
we
awful.
we did a sound check and Lewis and Blake both sounded perfectly crystal clear, amazing.
Yeah.
And then Luke gets on the mic and it sounds like fucking shit.
Dude, it was weird. Oh, we were on stage the other night at the show. Were you at that show?
Yeah, I was backstage.
Man. So I'm just like halfway through a joke and we're performing at this venue called the Lithuanian Club. And it's like imagine like an RSL for Lithuanians, but it has like a theater in there. That's probably the best
It's actually
way.
such a hard venue to describe because there's so many things going on in there that I just...
Well, because that's what it is, right?
It's like a greatest hits of different venue services. I can't even describe it.
There's like a community hall in there.
There's boardrooms, there's a ballroom.
There's a conference room
theater.
with like an actual... with like Lithuanian flags where they do
And then like you go upstairs and there's like a kids room, like a children's play area. And then outside the children's play area, there's like a big wall just full of like pictures from like the Lithuanian war and shit. It's just like corpses.
Just so next to it's just lined up, like photos of lined up corpses, and then it just says playroom underneath.
Yeah. So all I imagine is just like some little Lithuanian kids just going, boys, let's jump on the fucking sticks in Fortnite. And they just have to like go past these pictures of corpses.
But their playroom is more of like a 1990s doctor's playroom. There's no there's no AFL Live on PlayStation 2 being thrown around.
Also, like weird kids'
Fuck
toys.
being
all over the
Lithuania then.
There's also like kids' toys all around. Like there's the Where's Mickey book.
Yeah.
It's anyway. So this is like venue is strange, right? What?
I just the way you said anyway. So what I
Just how about this thing? You just went, shut up, man.
What do you want me to say? Like,
I was just adding to the conversation.
yeah, and it was great. And then I had nothing else to add.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
true.
All right. Okay.
Oh, cool Mickey Mouse.
Dude, that was hot.
That was so sick.
Yeah, anyway, continue.
Is that what you want? Whenever Keelan's opened his mouth, he's like, come on, boys, a bit of validation. Come on.
Don't just ignore me.
Dude. So there's heaps of Mickey Mouse books.
Yeah, that's better.
That's sick. And I'm on stage, and then through the PA, like this, it's a sold out show. It's going great because I'm crushing it. And then you just hear like, but then it starts to get slowly more like you can hear what's going. And then you see, all right, welcome guys. And it's, by the way, it's not me. So I'm on stage, and then through the speaker, it's just another male voice going, guys, welcome. Thanks for all coming out. So I guess let's just address the elephant in the room. And everyone just goes, what is going on? Like, and I go, oh my God, you guys are out the back. Like, you haven't realized there's a microphone on and Blake's doing bits. Like, just think, like, because, you know, backstage, is, let's be honest, is a bit of fun, right?
Yes, do you want my Soundman POV?
Yeah.
So, as Soundman for the Luke Kitchell Cheers That tour, what I had noticed was we were backstage in the room, and this was the first night of Lewis's show as well. So this was going on afterwards. And so in the backstage area, there wasn't just Blakey and the Luke Kitchell crew. There was Lewis and the Lewis Spears crew as well. So there's a bit of movement going backstage. Everyone's having a bit of a vibe. Everyone's having a bit of a chat. And I poked my head out the back door and said, hey guys, a bit of noise going on back here. I think he might be able to hear it on stage because the voice had started to come through. But I, in my head, was like, there's no way there's another voice coming through because the second microphone is absolutely turned off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I walked backstage. Then I was having a quick chat at the back going, guys, I think we need a bit of shush because I think it's coming through on stage. And everyone went, oh yeah, fair enough. And then my biggest nightmare
This is why I
happened.
knew it wasn't coming from you because I could hear you kind of, but then it came through the speakers early on. And this happened like first 10 minutes and then something went, woo, 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 and I thought someone just heckled something. And I go, sorry, what? And the crowd just goes silent. And then they just all started fucking gaslighting me. The whole crowd's like, you're crazy, mate. There's nothing. You didn't hear anything. And I'm just like, I swear to God, I did. And then these girls in the front row like, I don't know what you're talking about. But yet they were also like, when it happened, and then they were like, yeah, you're crazy. And I was like, how dare you, right? So then I just forgot about it. 30 minutes later, definitely a voice. And it sounded like an audio book or a podcast.
So this is what happened next, what scared the fuck out of me, was I then went backstage again to ask Lewis a question about his show, which definitely could have waited till you were off stage. So I was being a bit of a naughty sound tech. And when I came back through the stage door, you were standing off stage with the mic and going, dude, why is there a second voice coming through? And I'm like, oh, fuck, this show's going real grim, eh? And I've walked away, I have no fucking clue what's happening. So then I come back and I can see that the second wireless receiver for the second mic is popping off. And it just turns out that the venue a couple doors up, just by random coincidence, had tuned their wireless microphone into the same frequency as our
How
box.
many frequencies are there?
There's 6 groups of 12 channels, so 6 times 12. I'm too
Right.
degenerate to do them.
So that's pretty unlikely.
Very highly unlikely to do something like that.
That's so weird. Yeah, it was ended up being one of the funniest parts of the show, just because like the level of confusion in the room. And I thought, so after I realized it wasn't you backstage, I was like, I not at one point did I think radio frequency from another venue. I thought, in the venue there is a conference meeting of old Lithuanian men happening upstairs, because it sounded like someone was addressing a small group of people.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, oh, it's the Comics Lounge because that's the comedy club and it's like down the road.
Yeah.
And everyone goes, it must be from the Comics Lounge. And I'm like, nah, man, the guy was kind of like going, all right, guys, like, you know, let's just address the, you know, it sounded like he was dressing 10 people. And then I realized there was like a smaller venue for the comedy festival right next door in that alley. So I was like, okay, but that didn't occur to me till after the show.
No,
so this whole time I was like, we got our ushers running upstairs to the conference room going, there's no meetings of Lithuanian men happening. What's going on?
Do you know what was weird too? I don't know if you noticed this, but probably the night before when you guys were doing your meet and greet in the front area, did you see that the group of characters that came out from the
Dude, this venue was so weird. Blakey and I just sitting there meeting like 18 to 25-year-olds. They're all buying Cheers to That merch. You know, everyone's just vibing out. And then these like 12
the fucking
guys,
Illuminati walks out of the venue. And they're
these 12 guys in brown suits with briefcases, all dressed like Dwight Schrute. just walk down the stairs and all nod in unison like, hello, 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 hello. And then just walk past us and like, what up, brothers? Like,
Dude, it was the weirdest mishmash of characters.
it was strange. And they were like, why are you in our venue? And we're all like, why are you doing your like weekly like Lithuanian Illuminati meeting at Wednesday at like 9 p.m? Like, what the hell?
So weird.
But yeah, it's been a hell of a vibe. Get your tickets, lukekidgel.com. Also, get your tickets to Lewis's show. Let's be honest, he's had a shit run. Genuinely.
Damn.
So please, if you're going to see one of our shows, just go see Lewis's show if you can only afford one. Seriously.
I think we haven't even acknowledged that he has COVID.
Oh, we haven't brought it up yet.
That was
No.
number one on the list, and we didn't get to it.
First thing on the whiteboard, Lewis COVID. I'm like, Keehlan's dripped out today, guys. We need to talk about this.
like Lewis is COVID, but you're just like, fuck, Blakey's hands are pretty rough, eh?
Yeah. And I got new shoes. We had a lot to cover.
All right, let's start the episode then, boys.
So Lewis has COVID, and he thinks he got it at your show on Wednesday.
100%, because it's the only time he would have left the house.
I was with him Friday afternoon, just hanging out at his house, just having a hang sesh.
Pretty bloody smug this whole time, sitting there going, oh, I'm never going to get COVID. I'm like, you might if you leave the house.
Yeah.
And then he left the house for the first time. And
And
he ain't built different. He just built inside.
he said to me on Friday afternoon before we went to the show, he goes, I think I'm just immune to it. I think COVID's come into my body and has been beaten.
He just spat it out.
And then that night on stage, towards the end, like his voice started cracking. He couldn't speak by the end of it. He fucked up his punchline of his show because his voice broke.
I saw
as
that.
as he was speaking.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
he did say-
he spluttered out the last line of the show. He goes, and that is why Frankston is the best place on earth. And I was like, might want to have a drink of water, brother.
Stay hydrated. He walked off stage and passed me the mic, and I fist bumped him and went, hey man, kill the show. And he goes, I'm losing my voice in a really weird way.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
That's what I did. We came in to do the show like a month ago, and I had COVID, and the next day tested positive. And I'm like, you can see me during the episode. I'm just kind of sitting there, and at some points, I'm just like,
And I said to you that day, I was like, I think you have COVID. Go home. And you're like, I don't have COVID.
yeah.
I couldn't get it.
Well, wait, what happened to you, Blakey, when you had COVID? Because you've got that weird thing that we don't really talk about often with you.
Yeah, look, it was a bit iffy. We didn't really know how we were gonna go, but we beat it.
For those who don't know, Blake has cystic fibrosis.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what that was the joke. Yeah.
that was-
So can you
I
explain?
know, but for the people who
No, I know. I'm just saying. I didn't explain it. Yeah. You're right.
yeah, it was looking a bit.
Strike one.
It was looking a bit iffy the first couple of days, honestly.
and don't do it again. Sorry.
Sorry, guys.
We just had to recommend it.
Sick of this happening, boys.
It's like I'm the only person who rocks up week in, week out to your studio audience. Have you got COVID? You got it again, no! We call him Lewis. Just see how he is.
How easy.
Yep. Hopefully it doesn't go to voicemail.
Hopefully he's awake.
I hope he doesn't feel intimidated that they've actually got like a good co-host this time.
Hello.
Hey mate, we're just on the pod. How are you going?
Man, I'm fine. I feel stupid for cancelling the show. What's going on? What is this weak little virus?
Mate, this is what I'm saying. I also love that I did the same thing. I took the same stance. Is the classic male behavior of this virus is the coward, not me.
Absolutely. And you know what? Every time I go up some stairs and I'm only a little bit puffed, I think, what a little bitch COVID is.
You sound a little congested, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is
No, I
what.
sound fine. I'm completely fine. There's nothing wrong with me. To be honest, I should have done the shows anyway and just pretended I didn't have it. Because, to be honest, if I gave this to 500 people, we'd all come out stronger for it anyway.
Oh my God.
Herd immunity.
I love a bit of cheeky bioterrorism from
absolutely.
Lewis there.
I'm going full America on this thing. Let it rip.
Oh, I think I've still got it. Yeah, nice, mate. You've missed a few things. I'll just quickly catch you up.
Yeah.
Huge announcement. Keehlan came in dripped out.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
You might have been replaced as the most dripped out co-host today.
Really?
Yeah, he's wearing VHS Jordans and a 80s old school Wiggles hoodie.
Okay, that's cool. If you don't know what that word means.
Oh,
that's great.
actually,
Good on
I've
you.
got
Yeah.
something even cooler underneath. I forgot about this.
Are we gonna get
What's
fucking
underneath?
What the fuck?
Lewis, he's just pulled out the Shrek D's Nuts tee.
Okay.
That's
all right.
stained
Very,
from
very
sweat
fashion.
when we went on that
Yeah,
rental
That's
tour.
great.
You have 35 seconds to hand in your resignation, Lewis.
Shit.
Make it prompt.
Okay.
Make it easy.
Oh, no. All right. Look, I would like to just hereby resign from being the most stripped out member of the show.
Thank you.
I thought that, you had to put effort into your outfits, but all you really have to do is to wear logos from once popular franchises and call it a personality. I apologize. I quit.
I apologize, I quit.
And Lewis, you're probably thinking, wow, that's where the Drip Fest ends. You're probably thinking that.
I did think the Drip Fest was over. What's happened?
I wanted to generate a little bit of hype going into the last 2 weeks of the festival. I went out, and I didn't tell you about this, but I went out and purchased some new footwear.
Okay.
I've gone for high tops.
What is happening?
Mate, you leave for one day and shit just hits the fan. Huh?
What the fuck is going on? High tops on Luke Hidgel.
And-
Man, I'm going to miss your ankles.
Mate, dude, it's around the room. We've done a quick survey.
Gee, boys, a lot of ankle chatting on the pod today.
Yeah, and also, I'm sorry. Keelan's ankles, he's lost weight. His cankles are gone.
Oh, Keehlan has ankles now.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's great. Congratulations, man. I can't wait to see them. I've never seen them before.
slim feet. Slim feet. That's what they call me.
Well, you can't see him because he's actually wearing Parliament House socks, which are covering them.
Where the fuck do you get those?
I'm assuming in Canberra.
Parliament House. That's what they give you for keeping quiet.
So, 100% survey rate around the room, Lewis.
Yeah.
People are a fan of the shoes.
What brand? What are we talking?
They're Vans.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. Okay.
Blake wasn't
It's a
initially,
start.
and then I put them on and he changed his tune.
Yep. That's good. That's great.
We're evolving slowly.
No, I'm happy with that. And you know what? I've actually decided that I'm going to start dressing a little bit different as well. We'll start wearing women's clothes to work.
You've been doing that for 4 years. All right, stop pretending like that hasn't changed.
That's true. That is true.
Mate, it's been an absolute pleasure. I hope COVID serves you well. And make sure you go see Lewis's show, everybody, when he comes back.
Get your tickets. New dates are on sale now. And it's, you know what's crazy? You know what happened straight after I announced I got COVID?
What?
Ticket sales spiked. Everyone was fucking waiting for me to get it. And I can't knock it because it was a great strategy. Everyone was like, oh, yeah, Lewis is going to get COVID during the festival. As soon as I post that I have COVID, tickets started going nuts. So congratulations to those who played the long play. You've won, and I'll see you at the new shows.
Yeah, great. All right, Lewis Spears, everybody. The least stripped out member of the Luke and Lewis team. All right.
Anyway, I'm
Let's
gonna
go.
play Elden Ring. Bye.
Rest up, mate. Fuck.
Lewis's
a-
fashion sense.
Bit of fun.
Okay, they just all heard a big poo sound, but got crushed at home.
Yeah.
Someone
Awesome.
in traffic is losing their mind right now.
Awesome.
There was a bit of hype post-show about Blakey Boy's return. He's been gaining a bit of bloody popularity at the shows.
Yeah, it's been quite good. It's been I welcome it. Honestly, it's been good getting those Instagram followers every night.
Yep.
And statistically, at least one person after the show each night has come up and said they matched with me on Tinder.
Let's go.
I don't know what that says about Blake or my audience, but it's just a bunch of young kids having fun, and I love it.
I actually heard rumors about your Tinder debacles.
Did
I
ya?
just know a few girls who've matched you.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
every show, girls will come to me going, so, we matched on Tinder?
Let's delve
What
into
next?
this, Keehlan, because I want to confirm or deny some of these rumors that are floating around. And I can guarantee they're actually all fucking true.
I was gonna say, most people would be like, brother, I'm going to sit here and heavily deny these claims. Deny these claims. You're just going to sit here and just confirm like 6 things about you that we didn't need to know.
Well, listen, I've noticed that the record's a bit wobbly. Would you mind setting it straight, Blake?
The record.
Yeah, set the record straight, would you?
Basically, I am a pussy destroyer.
Oh my God.
And you know what, lads? Cheers to that.
Please, someone clip that out
Oh
of context
my
and post it.
God.
No, it's been I had a girl come up to me at one of the last shows, and you were here for this as well. It was in the Tamworth.
Dude, this is why your mum likes me, because I don't say shit like that. He's like, oh, he's a bit cute. He doesn't talk about all the pussy he crushes. Because I'm going to commit a relationship, all right? And love is beautiful.
Excellent.
But we've had some cheeky experiences with women. Some good, some bad.
No, this is what makes me angry hanging out with people your age. Like, we go out to, like, bars and stuff and places after the show to hang out, you know, because it's, like, fun in those regional towns. We get there, you know, people come up to us and stuff, and they're often your age. Like, my fan base is large quantity of them are like 20 years old. This girl comes up to me in Bathurst, how old are you? And I was like, oh, I'm 25. And she goes, ew.
That's fucked up. That's just rude.
But it's what you...
We're the same age. We feel like shit. We're just like hanging out with people your age, and then they're like, you were born in 1990 something? And we're like, yeah. They're like, oh my God, he remembers 9/11.
Yeah.
Jesus. I mean, I don't remember it. I was 4 or 5.
Do you know what sucks too? I feel like we lost 2 years of our lives, Luke. So I feel like I'm still 23.
Oh yeah, I feel like that too. But
I feel 19.
I'm going to feel like that when I'm 40, and that's what's going to be concerning. I'm going to be that guy just on stage, Vans going, my dick.
There's no further elaboration.
No, this was a 2-second impression of my entire hour this year.
But no, there have been some good experiences, also been some bad ones. Like when we were in Tamworth, and a very nice fan, like great to take a photo with her, sign some of her stuff. And then made me feel quite uncomfortable when she said, and my friend actually said that I can't take you home tonight. And I was like, babe, that's a weird thing to say to someone.
I heard this interaction occur, and I just went, you need to learn about consent.
And I literally, you just like, I look at Luke, Luke's looking at me like, what are you going to pull out here, Blakey? And I just go, oh no.
Wait, had you matched with her?
No.
Oh, so there was no
Just a
consent
random.
whatsoever.
Blake
Yeah.
turns into that Vine whenever a girl goes, I matched with you on Tinder. He goes, okay. He just sits there and goes, okay.
What
And
are you
then-
supposed to say to that?
And then I build up confidence, and they're like, yeah, we matched. I'm like, oh, let's go. And then they just leave. And then I build up confidence again when I put on my story, hey, if you were that girl that matched with me on Tinder, I just say, hit me up on my Instagram.
You know what
story.
keeps happening? There's about 3 girls in Tamworth that are walking around with tattoos of Blake and I's signature on their arms.
Yeah.
It's
In their
wild.
arms.
Like, they just get us to sign it, then they get it tattooed the next day.
Damn.
That seems like such a
Commitment.
permanent but temporary decision.
When the allegations about Blake come out, they're going to regret that.
Oh my God. It's now like you have to make something of yourself, boys. Like you now have to promise someone a career, you know?
I agree with that comment that got put on the podcast when Keehlan and Lewis did the show. When did Keehlan get funny? It just happened one day. You know, you transitioned your humor from like repeating internet jokes to like contributing original ones.
Thanks. I felt like I just woke up one day.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Fuck.
I like watching evolution. Well, guys, this has been a lot of fun. This has been a bit of fun this episode. Thanks for joining us, Blake.
That's all right.
Do
Thanks
you have
for
any
having
parting words?
me. Not really, no. Just thank you for having me. Once again, great to be here.
Pledge.
Oh, guest of the year,
Guest
mate.
of the year, yeah.
Came bronze last year.
Yeah.
Which was revealed behind the scenes. Not sure if that was revealed on the pod. Please charge.
Sorry. Sorry.
Keehlan comes a compliment for producing great content and his brain breaks. What the fuck?
That threw me off.
Dude, we just watched Keehlan bot lag.
Dude, I like that a little speaker going, please charge. It's like, this is real my whole day. Dude, I'm on stage the other night and the whole like other show starts broadcasting to my audience. I feel like I handled it quite well. Imagine if that have happened to you. You just would have been like...
No, I was going to say... you came right. I can't remember.
No, not runner-up.
this
Billy
first
came
year.
runner-up.
Bronze.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
got the bronze.
Billy's
I don't
double
know, I don't know
runner-up.
the show.
Billy-
Don't worry about me.
Billy's double runner-up.
Yep.
But there's clearly some big Pavey fans out there. So what do you got to say to the people who, A, voted for you last year in the Guest of the Year, but B, the people who didn't?
For the people that did vote, thank you. Look, good to see that those folks are sticking around, and hopefully now that I'm meeting people on this tour,
Yeah.
that might pull in a few more. For the ones that didn't, first of all, fuck yous.
Okay, well, he's not winning them over.
But you can. No, I don't. No, they don't. I don't have to win them over. They have to win me over for stabbing me in the fucking back. Because I did put a lot on the line last year, and honestly, I don't think I can put myself through it a third time round.
Yeah, you campaigned hard.
I'm a hard campaigner. When I want something, I'll go out and get it, and when I don't get it, it is soul destroying for me.
Yeah,
and I'm not sure if I can do it again.
we both got nominated for that actor award. Both campaigned. Both weren't even finalists. And
Who won?
Sushi Mango. Dude, they're huge.
They are, yeah.
Those guys are doing arenas. They did Rod Laver Arena twice in Melbourne. 20,000 seats in 2 nights.
That's cool.
That is crazy.
Wiggles didn't even sell out.
Yeah, and the Wiggles are big. People
Yeah.
are talking about them.
Number
Number one, Triple J.
About Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Well, good luck in this year's competition.
Thank
Do you reckon you put in a good hit out today? Do you reckon the Pavey fans will be pleased with what they saw?
I think, yeah, looking back, like the first 2 appearances wasn't as comfortable, like comedically not in tune. I don't think. Fuck, I think I'm on. I think I've finally found my stride.
Yeah.
And now that I'm just in the vibe, in like just the fucking vibe sesh with the lads. It's like, it's good to be
See,
here.
you're just like the complete opposite to the Back to the Future franchise. Like they really lost their way the third time round when they went to the Wild West, but you've really come into your own.
Yeah.
I think that's
great.
a perfect analogy. And
Yeah.
I urge the listeners at home to go back and watch the first 2 Pavey apps and come back and sound off and tell us how shit they were.
Lads,
You were in high school your first episode.
yeah.
Yeah.
high
Did
school.
you skip school to do it?
Yeah, wagged it, yeah.
And you stupidly skipped school and then still did the episode in your school uniform.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, why did I almost get suspended for some shit I said about bullying year 7s?
But yeah, oh no, I did make a return to my high school just to help them out, just emceed an event they had on. And I go up to some of the teachers that honestly weren't big fans of me at the time. And they were like, what are you doing now, man? And I was like, I'm actually touring with the comedian that actually nearly got me suspended 2 years ago. So that's how I make all my money now. Thank you for that. You've really built something for me there. So I owe a lot to that high school.
What did they say to that?
They were like, they didn't really say anything. They were just like, that's great.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see him at the Aubrey show.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Get your tickets. Come see Blake and I live. He's coming everywhere. There will be one show in Melbourne where we're going to have to post that you won't be there. April 10th.
I will be covered everywhere.
I just went.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
But yeah, no, if anybody has come to see me for the April 10th show, apologies. That is the only show I will not be able to
The
make.
night he's doing the Raw Grand Final. And it clashes with the show. But I think we're getting big R Solo. Ruben Solo is going to be opening as the
very
replacement.
good.
Yeah.
Bit of downgrade comically.
Yeah. But, you know, what can you do? Although,
Blakey throwing shots for guest of the year early.
I was going to say, mate, you're throwing shots at the reigning champ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the king will be dethroned.
Coming to the title and his feelings.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys. Thanks very much for tuning in. LukeHidgel.com, LewSpears.com. Get your tickets. I was going to say this before, but yeah, Lewis has genuinely been through the fucking ringer.
It's also a fucking awesome show.
Yeah, dude, he crushed it. Genuinely the best show I've ever seen him do on Friday. It was shattering. So, yeah, man, he had to go to Tassie, you know, a bunch of other stuff. Like, just go support Lewis Spears. He's and also the surgery stuff means he can't book in any more shows.
Yeah.
So these are the shows. He might be the only shows. I think he's got news about that he hasn't told us. I think he's booked in the surgery.
He's told me, and it's very funny.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll hear about that next week. That's it. Goodbye.